everyone, I'm Renzo Mox, and welcome back to another Renzo Bionicle mock review thing. I just did one, but I'm doing one again. This is the, what did I decide to call it? This is the Subspace E9. And E9 is a reference to Geode's robot name from the same episode. I think that's where Renzo got it from. The Subspace E9 is actually the ship in the background. It's this big thing. I just put Tempolini in front because that is the ship that he pilots. But this is the ship that Tempolini pilots from episode 6 of Renzo, which I recommend you go check out. Anyways, let's just dive right in, and you guys can see everything. So yeah. So I'm not used to reviewing something so big with my new style, so excuse me if I'm a little wonky or a little off in this review. I'm going to try my best to show you guys what this is. The Subspace E9 is a type of ship within the Spaceverse, which is part of the Haporiverse. The spaceship is very commonly sold. It would be one of the more famous models of spaceship, and it's basically just a cargo ship. Like, there's not much special when it comes to this ship. It's very standard cargo ship. It's very commonly used in the universe. They're really easy to buy. They're really affordable. So yeah, that's kind of my backstory for the Subspace E9. It's the ship, and let me actually go into why I built it in the first place. I built it because I'm a big fan, a massive fan of the Lego sort of Technic vehicles from Bionicle or Hero Factory or really anything else like that. I'm a massive, massive fan, and I freaking love those battle vehicles. So I wanted to always build my own. Every time I tried, it sucked, and it would never be in scale with what I wanted. And unfortunately, this still is not in scale with what I wanted. I was kind of trying to get Renzo to fit in here, but he cannot fit in here whatsoever. I cannot, for the life of me. I've tried so many times to build a vehicle that would fit his build, but he's just too big. He can't fit in anything. I did build something for him recently, but it is spoilers, but that just barely fits him in. And you can just see, how massive this is. Just watch me pick it up. It's a decent size vehicle. It's not crazy big, but it still is like a decent size. It is very, very flimsy in some areas. It doesn't feel very solid, and that's just an excuse of my bad building because I wasn't used to building something so large. But you can just see everything. He does have a little cockpit, and you're probably wondering, why is there no windows? They can't breathe in space. Some aliens can, and not all aliens can have to use oxygen. Tempolini is a character who didn't have to use oxygen, so mostly characters like that. And sometimes there'll be like an invisible force field protecting. It's just a lazy way out. Wow, where to even begin? So I guess we'll begin from here. There's the front. It's a very clearly a modified Voltraz ship. As you can see, it's got the front. It's got the Sky Blaster down here. It's very obviously supposed to be that. It's very, very obviously a modified Voltraz ship. And I built it because I really liked it. The frame is kind of loose and weird looking. As you can see, the canopy can lift up, and it can fit a protector-sized character decently well as long as they're not too bulked up. These areas with the Borak guys around here are supposed to be like handles that they would put their hands under. These are little lasers that would shoot out from the winglets, which are on fire. And under here there's a Sky Blaster as well as a couple other things just to keep the ship standing, including this piece, which is nice, but I feel like it's starting to bend, so I'm not too big a fan of that. And then this piece from the friggin', I don't know. It does have a handle, but it is very loose and weird, and I don't really recommend holding it up like that. As you can see, here's the actual exhaust, and they spin, they kind of make that gross ratchet noise, but they're just flames spewing out. I do like that, as well as the back thruster, which I don't like as much, but you can still get the same flame spewing effect from that. You can kind of start to see the wings being built up. You have these back wings, and you have these winglets, and they're just covered in wings. You do have a little core inside this area. If I just take off, you can kind of start to see the core in there, which is what's powering the whole thing. which is cool. You have two Sky Blasters, which do sag down a little bit, but that's fine. They both shoot. They're both loaded with Zamor spheres that you can shoot from the front. There are back outlets here too. Let me go to that. Yeah, you can see they're not actually spewing out flames, but these are back outlets too that would shoot out. And that's actually really it. There isn't much to talk about anymore. I've basically covered the whole ship as quickly as I possibly can. But now we're going to do a size comparison slash thingy. So while not very long, it is very this is hard to show. It's very wide. As you can see, you can kind of start to see how wide that is. It's a very wide ship. Unfortunately, it's just not big enough to hold a character that I was expecting it to hold. It was supposed to be able to hold Renzo, but unfortunately, it just doesn't work in that scale. Renzo just cannot, for the life of him, fit in there. And I mentioned before, Tempolini actually can't really fit in the ship unless you really force him in. His feet are far too wide to actually get in there, and his build is just, despite being really small of a build, he's very beefy so that you can't really actually put him in there. The best bet you can get is a skinny protector character, which I don't have one available, so. Just a very freaking large ship, and I made it like that. I wanted to make it bigger, but it just didn't turn out like that. Making battle vehicles is actually really hard. But yeah, let's just get on to the final thoughts. So the Subspace E9 is a really fun looking ship. It's got a fun looking, it's got a good build, but unfortunately it's really loose and it's really easy to break apart, and that's why I'm gonna say goodbye to it. Battle vehicles have never gone in my favor. I've always tried to make ones that I've always tried to make them look really cool, but every time I would just fail. And this is one of those times. I was actually really happy with this ship. Unfortunately, it's just not really it's not really going the way I wanted it to go, and there's just no reason to keep it around. It's already been in a RENZO episode. So yeah. This was my first attempt at an actual scale ship, though, whereas all the other ships are in mini scale, which is something that I do more often than not because it's easier to film and you don't have to worry about making these gigantic ships. And trust me, if I was doing gigantic ships, I'd need millions and millions of pieces to do that, which I don't have. So, yeah, anyways, this is my first in-scale ship. Hopefully I make more in the future. I do have, like, plans for some, like, speeder bikes or whatever. Hopefully I get around to doing those, but for now, this is the Subspace E9, a cool-looking cargo ship that's really small, and yeah. I hope you guys like this review. I'm RENZO, and goodbye.